right? Quick credit tip. With so much misinformation out there, I just wanted to go ahead and get straight to the point and teach you guys how to properly use your credit card and the tips that I use every month so I see my actual scores rise every month. All right, so without further ado, let's dive in. Come on, guys, for the love of God, please, please, please. Stop thinking that your credit card is your little personal loan that you can just pay back whenever. This is the reason why your grandparents, your parents, and everybody else told you that credit cards are bad, or stay away from them, da 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 da. This is why, because they didn't have the proper information, so now it was instilled into us. Or we thought that because of experiences. Please, this is not your own little personal loan, and it's like, oh, I'll just pay it back whenever, and that's why blah, 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 blah. This is why I get these type of messages and emails stating, hey man, I was trying to fix my credit. There's nothing on my credit, but I don't understand why my credit score isn't rising. And then I asked him, I was like, well, where's your utilization like? My who? Your utilization. Oh, it's at 28%. It's at 15%. It's at 35%. Blah, 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 blah. This is the reason why. You gotta stop doing this. You guys have to understand utilization is a big thing. Yeah, I understand late payments because it's 35% payment history, but utilization is right behind it. 30%. 30%, that's a lot. So with that being said, it's not your own little personal loan. It's a card that you use and you pay right back. It's nothing but a credit booster. And if you really want to deep dive, it's nothing but a finesse so you can get certain things paid for, like flights and things like that. But that's another topic. We're talking about how to properly use your credit card. Another thing that you have to stop doing, please stop paying the minimum balance. You are making these banks rich as heck. They literally eating off of you. They literally eat off the people that don't understand how to actually use a credit card. The only way how I say pay the minimum balance is okay is if you are probably in a financial hardship, you had to pay something else within those months and you only have enough for the minimum balance, then yes, pay that, because I don't want you to get a late payment and then you have to go look at my how to remove a late payment. That's how I understand. But we talking about people that just want to buy something outlandish, knowing they don't have the bread for it, and then they just paying the minimum balance. This isn't a business credit card, people. This is personal. You have to keep this squeaky clean, all right? And you want me to explain how the minimum balance is the biggest finesse? When you go back and pay your credit card, what's the first thing that you see? Minimum balance payments. Do you want to pay the minimum balance? Sometimes it's the biggest thing right there. It'll say statement balance, pay balance in full. Then they'll have this big, huge minimum balance payment. Things that, because they want you to do that. They want to tack interest on that. Don't let them do that. Whatever you actually use, pay it off. I know I explained before, you want to have your utilization between 0 to 9%. I really want you to pay everything off, to be real with you. But if you want to keep a little bit on there, that's your prerogative. But have it 1 to 9, 0 to 9%. All right, no 30%. We are not doing that. So with that being said, the next thing I need you to do is use your credit card like a debit card. Man, I tell people this all the time in my consultations. Please use your credit card like a debit card. It's not your own little personal loan. So let me give you a quick example. Let's say you have $1,000 in your bank account. Let's just say your credit card credit limit, let's just say it's $10,000, right? But you have $1,000 in your bank account, but you have $10,000 of a credit limit. Does it really make sense to use 10,000 of that? Does it make sense to use 8,000? Does it make sense to use 2,000? No, it doesn't make sense at all. Yeah, I understand it's probably burning a hole in your pocket. You're looking at this new TV or whatever, you're like, yo, I need this new TV. Oh, I could just pay it off over time. And it's not a personal loan. Don't do that. Don't do that. You got $1,000 in your bank account. You ain't got enough money, because let me explain this. If you swipe your debit card and you want to get something that's $2,000 and you only have $1,000 in your bank account, what's gonna happen? Exactly. Use your credit card the same way. Stop doing that. That's irresponsible. That's childish. Be an adult. And then on top of that, with that being said, when you start doing this, you're gonna see a total shift in your credit report, all right? So if something is $500, then yeah, you can swipe for it. Why? Because you can actually pay it off. You see what I'm saying? When that due date comes, you can pay that $500 with no problem, all right? It just takes a little bit of discipline. All right, and the next thing I need you to do, know your due date and your statement closing date. These are the two dates I need you to pay attention to. I'll probably make a video going more into depth about statement closing dates, but as of right now, most likely your statement closing date is about 3 to 5 days after your due date. But let me give you a quick example. Your due date can be on the 15th. Your statement closing date can be on the 18th. So when you pay that, again, that $500 on the 15th, do not use that credit card until the 19th, because the 18th is when they actually report everything to the credit bureaus, and you don't want to actually leave nothing on your balance stating that, oh, he paid it off, but then he used $80 worth of gas right here, so we're going to report $80 on his credit report. Now your utilization is going up. Trust me, I've done this so many times where I thought that I paid everything off and then I used it the next day, and then that got added to my credit report and I was livid. All right, so just wait those few days and then use it the day after your statement closing date, and then rinse and repeat. I'm telling you, using your credit card the right way is the ultimate cheat code. I know I give so many trade lines and tips and tricks and things like that. Just use your stuff responsibly. That's all you have to do. They're not evil. They're not bad. Credit cards aren't bad. The people with no information that's using them are bad, all right? And I'm giving you the source right here. Just use it the correct way and you won't have any issues. Throw away your debit card. Use your credit card like your debit card. And if you need any more guidance or anything like that, I literally created an ebook giving you guys the proper ways on how to navigate and boost your credit. And credit card usage in my ebook is probably one of the biggest ones in there. And the link is in my bio, all right? I'm telling you, I try to give all the sauce every which way I can. Like I stated, we were taught credit cards were bad and to stay away from them. But it was coming from people who were misinformed and uneducated. No disrespect. The wealthy only use credit cards. And to be the best, you have to imitate the best. Please follow these steps from now on, okay? It's super simple, and I promise you won't regret it. And you will thank me later, all right? I want to thank you guys for stopping by and listening to this quick credit tip. Now follow these steps, all right? And until next time, ladies and gentlemen.